Hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm coming to you today from beautiful downtown Phoenix, the business hub of Arizona, and we're speaking on the Tao of Sales. All right, I know who you think about when I first say sales. I know because I've asked thousands of audiences of 1 to 500 people over the last 18 years, who's the person you think about when I say salesperson? And almost universally, it is a used car salesperson. I think we think of those people, we have this whole story that these are scum-sucking pond scum who really only care about themselves and whatever they can take you for, take advantage of you for. And I'd like to challenge that notion. I'd like to suggest that in reality, salespeople are pretty heroic. We are not the spawn of the evil empire, as so many people think. Let me start by telling you a quick story. When I was a kid, I was curious, how much money did my father make? And so I went to him, said, Dad, how much money do we make? And he said, in his old school and very dignified manner, son, we don't talk about money. Oh, got it. Okay. And my mom would pick me up from school earlier than the others because I would get out earlier, and we'd run errands. We'd end up in a waiting room very often, and in a waiting room, there's people that I got to talk to, so I'd start with the person next to me. And then the next one over when that one dwindled. And I'd go around the waiting room until I got the mom look. Do you know the mom look? Son, come over here. Oh, got it. I'd come over. And you know what my mom said to me? We don't talk to strangers. Okay. And I was the youngest of 5 for the longest time. And I wanted to play with my older siblings. And so I'd hang out with them as a youth. And they would say to me, and I know you're going to find this hard to imagine, but they would say to me, Michael, quit making a pest of yourself. Oh, okay. Now fast forward 20 years, and my dad, who is a brilliant physician and a great business person, decides to invest in a computer technology company, and he thinks I would make a great salesperson for no reason other than apparently I could talk to people. Okay. He calls me into his office, defines the role and what he wants me to do, and then he tries to pump me up. Now remember, he's a great physician, a brilliant businessman, but he's never learned sales. So he says to me in his best motivational tone of voice, son, I want you to go out there and make a pest of yourself talking to strangers about their money. Okay, I'm go. Wait, what? Everything that I'd learned as a youth was being reversed. But in that statement, I learned what my dad thought of salespeople. Great business person, not a good sales manager, and I was a horrible, horrible salesperson. 18 months later, he calls me into his office and he says, son, I'm sorry, I have to let you go. I'd failed. It was hard. I've spent the last 40 years learning how to be very effective and helping other people get effective. And in that 40 years, I have learned that sales is not about closing somebody on taking their money and doing a service, providing a service for them. Sales is deeper than that. The most intimate moment in sales is when the client says yes, not because we won the sale, but because it meant everything in our soul touched them. We were trustworthy and credible, and we provided a solution. And when they say yes, it's an intimate moment. And that's what turns us on. Salespeople are the largest army of professional difference makers on the planet. We wake up every morning knowing it's our job to create change by choice and relationships by intention. Whether you like them or not, they are always the happiest when they've served you, when I've served you. Now, the Tao of Sales refers to the space between the thing from an ancient philosophy. And the space between the thing of sales, which are emails and phone calls and contracts and questions, the space between the activities of sales is what's in our heart. And in that space, and with the skills of sales, we are powered up for influence, for communication, for leadership, and for empowerment. That's what we are as salespeople. I'd love to share that with other people. I'd love to make a difference and help them see how they can be that. Thank you.